Let me pull up the draft really quick of what we've got so far, using some tools that the wizards over at Deadlock Core have provided me with. But so far we have a Kelvin man coming through from 789, and the B.Ragers did ban out Paradox, who are really strong. Paradox is really good now, actually, which is interesting for me to think about, because she went through numerous nerfs, and I thought the Time Wall, getting its charges taken away, Jackie, would be the big killer. But I think a lot of people are playing like more into Gun Paradox, which works out awesomely.
That's pretty fun. It's good to see. It's good to see. It's always been nice to get your eyes on sort of, you know, what the latest and greatest was. So some new tech people are working on with sort of the verticality of Paradox. It's always interesting. Not here, though. Not now, mate. None of that. No ice either. Kelvin taken out. See the Yamato pick over on the side of 789. The classic lore there for why he's in prison.
Whoa. Send him right away. Yeah. Give me a sec. We've done... How many have we done? Figured out. Look, we've done 3. Boom. Boom. Check that out. Yeah. Look at that. I'm updating stuff. I'm going crazy in the back end. Yeah. So Lady Geist and a Viscous pick, and we're still waiting for B.Ragers to pick up their 4th at the moment. But right now, I think the Yamato Lady Geist, that's a strong pairing. Lady Geist got a couple of nerfs, but I still think she's a great bruiser for the front lines and a good lane bully overall.
I love a bit of Geist. I think she's very fun. Overall, especially right now as well. It just feels extra spicy. Some of the plays you can make. I think if you get some good Geist gameplay, it's always enjoyable. We've seen it a lot over our tournament sort of runs. So we'll see what we get from it, but can't complain. Like a bit of Geist. 11 p.m. Geist. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we want. You know what, Jackie? No Geist.
I've done it wrong with you.
No, we've done it slightly wrong.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it real quick. Check this out.
Who have they gone for instead? Where?
They went for Lash instead.
Okay, well, I can see why you've got them mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, they look exactly the same. Yeah, hair color basically the same at this point in time. No difference. But yeah, look, I'm in the Excel sheet. I'm deep in the Excel sheet. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix that right now. Boom, take it off, put it back on. Here it comes, and then we'll just go straight through again. That should work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Wow. Look at that. We're winning. Great. We're winning right incredible. Now. Yeah. But yeah, it's been an interesting one. You know, Deadlock Core 4, they've had us on as a B stream here, which is really nice and we really appreciate it. And they're partnered up with Misfits Gaming. So this is overall a very, very cool tournament for Deadlock. And we've got the latest and greatest in NA teams showing off their skills here in Deadlock. And I'm curious to see what kind of plays that actually come out, because there have been some interesting maneuvers over in recent tournaments, over in Deadlock Fight Night. Honestly, there's some really good gameplay over there. I don't think Grey Talon's going to be used as much. There was that weird little bug, and it was always interesting to think about, why does Grey Talon have so much souls at this point in time? Because he was actually benefiting from just having the owl in the air. That was just generating souls from on assist, just literally having it in the air. That's been fixed now. I think that is going to change how Grey Talon operates.
Yeah, it can't just be that vulture that was just siphoning away souls for free, basically. That was an interesting change, seeing that one. I remember we sort of mentioned that months back when we clocked onto it. It was like, oh, it seems a bit of an OP way to just flag it so that it 100% basically gives them that. So yeah, that was a weird one, but one of the changes. How are you doing with your spreadsheet? You slowly getting these in?
Hey, can you tell that I'm in business right now? Yeah, I can see you're focusing. I'm getting them in. I'm just ensuring that they are the correct ones. I mean, Lady Geist did make a return, by the way.
They actually did pick Geist, okay.
No. The enemy team picked up Geist, actually, weirdly enough. But here you go. Look at that.
All right.
So we got Haze, nice. Abrams, Infernus, Geist. I think Haze is in the bin, personally. I don't know what you think about, but I know she can use items now during ult, but there was like sort of a hidden change for Lucky Shot as well, where it was applying 90% bonus weapon damage as opposed to like your actual weapon damage. I can't remember the exact calculations. Essentially, it's less by like a third for Haze, at least on fixation, which is a ton. So yeah, super interesting there that Haze got changed so much. Abrams, I think he's killing it. You know, some of his items got changed a little bit, but I still think Abrams is really strong.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm curious to see kind of how it's going to play out with the changes to Haze's ult. I feel like there is room for it to be interesting, and some of the synergies could be quite fun. Like I saw the idea for the magic carpet, but some of it feels a bit cheesy. You have to have a look, see how it kind of feels physically. Haven't had that much time to test her out really and see what the water's like. If it's a nice cold sort of feeling, lukewarm maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, possibly. Am I missing a pick here, man?
Are you struggling?
Is there a pick missing? There is a pick missing. That's fine. We can fix that. That's okay. We're all good. But yeah, so it's basically Dynamo Pocket coming up next, as well as a Wraith been thrown into the mixture. So we'll throw those up on the screen now. But yeah, it's overall, I genuinely think that both these squads looking fairly strong. I would lean towards the Balkan Ragers, though. I think that is a crazy roster overall.
But luckily, we don't have to hold it in anymore. See what I did there? I even said we on the intro. All right, we're getting into the game. Deadlock Core 4, we're back. Why have they let us come back again?
What do you mean? We're in business. Could be funny if I've got these names the wrong way around, couldn't it? In which case I can fix it. But we'll see. What does chat say? Chat saying that I'm out of my mind right now? I think I might be out of my mind. It's fine. We'll fix it. It comes to it.
Have you got it right?
But yeah.
Have you done it wrong? What's going on?
I'm not sure. I need to pull a player list really to figure that out.
Get yourself sorted out, you know.
I went off the spreadsheet. I was going doing what the spreadsheet said. I'm on the spreadsheet Bible right now. Let me fix this, and then
it's all right,
you have a talk.
Yeah,
you have a talk.
Yeah, exactly. Like you look at things behind the scenes and plug them in, and then that's
Thanks, bro.
fine. That's what you need. Meanwhile, I'll have a look at what's going on here. Not ideal is what's going on here. Loman down, loam. Sad feeling.
Loam.
Yeah, not ideal.
Yeah. You know what? We can fix this.
Have you resolved your issue? Are you still trying to fix this? What are you doing? Okay, so
there we go. It's like, and then she was like a Hoover on the map. Just hoovering souls up. Yeah. I don't know. It's like almost.
Can we get someone on that? Can we just have dwarf deadlock? Everyone.
Everyone's small.
Everyone's dwarf.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that. That'd be an interesting game mode. Yeah, you'd never be able to punch anyone. Too small.
Maybe when you punch people, they get bigger. But when you're punched, you shrink.
Oh, dude. That would be cool. There would have to be a cutoff point to how gigantic you get, though. It might get egregious. Do you remember the bug that came through?
Yeah.
With Magician? Yeah.
Big boy.
That did look funny.
Talking of which, actually, that is one of the funnier changes. The visual size of Viscous now, with how he actually scales with range. He gets bigger in his ball. Straight Augustus Goopin. Was it Augustus Goop?
It was the blueberry girl.
Was it?
What's her name? I can't use Google right now. Kill my internet. No, not her.
No. Veruca. That's Veruca Salts, but she was the posh one.
Yeah, she was the one with that squirrel.
Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, you go. In the meantime, look at this though. This is horrendous. You're getting rinsed under tower. Eric Pritz just doesn't know what to do. To be fair to you, are playing against Wraith Lady guys. This is a cruel lane to match up into the Balkan Ragers. Having a good time here.
Free chip
yeah, big Viscous
as well. Yeah, mate, it is large. It is large.
and in charge.
Substantially
You know,
round.
I played against Mexico the other day, by the way.
Oh yeah.
He demolished me in lane. It was actually cruel how he treated me in lane. I don't remember if we won that game or not. I don't think we did, but I think him and this Ivy had my tower, had my Guardian, under 3 minutes. I felt so embarrassed.
That's kind of rough, mate. That is kind of rough. Been shown up like that immediately in your home turf.
Yeah.
Lane.
He called me out though. He's nice about it in game. Yeah, he was nice about it in game. He was like, "Yeah, you blank from dead
air." What
air."
he would have said, you know, on DMs.
It was post destroying. To be fair,
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's when he's DM'd everyone. This blank guy sucks.
I just owned him.
Teach you a lesson.
I need to update a file apparently. The Excel gods have spoken to me about updating a file.
What's wrong now? What's broken?
I haven't broken anything. It's a title file for an in-game overlay. Needs updating. So I guess I'll update that in a break.
Right, you go ahead and do that, bro. Yeah, like you find that file, you update that, you search for that directory, put it where it's got to be.
Dude, this is awesome.
And then
Thanks, bro.
That'll be fixed. You know, that's nice. That's a huge part of the game there.
Yeah, cool.
You done it?
I think so.
Nice.
Wait. wait, give me a sec.
Yeah, that's right, man. You take your time. Bit of a scrap kicking off there over towards blue lane. Opportunity for a bit of poke at least. Max the call with a knock up. Abrams stuck his nose in, but no harm, no foul.
Talker, watch this. Check this out right now. Watch this.
What am I looking at?
Boom. It's done. Look at that logo. That logo is now dead center on 789.
That was the whole
I'm
issue?
fixing things on the fly, man. Yeah, that was the whole issue. I'm fixing things on the fly, though. I'm good.
Bro, it was fine. Like, it's just slightly off-center. If anything, it gave a character.
It did a little bit. I was thinking about it. I was like, 789's logo is a bit wonky. But I respect
I thought that was part of the, you know.
Yeah, they don't fit the mold, right?
Oh.
Here's the Yamato all into Singularity for one guy. Are they even going to get low main? Come on. Take him out. I actually like that they changed the animation and like the speed at which Flying Strike comes out whilst you're in Shadow Transformation. Because I do think that you should be a terrifying character as Yamato with that Flying Strike. But Pocket, as annoying as ever, flying around with a barrage. Gets himself back into position though. 28k. I think that the scary thing right now is that the Wraith is kind of just having free farm though, Jackie. That is the worrying thing in this game.
Yeah, strapped up on 5k.
That and the Abrams.
Big Eric Prince.
Wait, what? Did he just like go straight through his model on the charge? Or did the tornado strike just not visibly register on screen there?
That was the David Blaine full levitate. I think is all that was, mate. Slip straight
that's quite
by
good.
him. Yeah, you try to get your bang for your buck from it. See if there's room for the trade bag. Meanwhile, Viscous has been consistently putting pressure on. And this has let him just push deep on the lane. So all in all, Greenwich taking a bit of a pounding. And you are sort of taking that front first line of Guardians across the entire apple as well at this point. A lot of holes in this apple now, Blank.
Yeah, and although like it doesn't look too far ahead, I mean 3k here right now for the Balkan Ragers. It doesn't matter too much because like you say, they are taking way more map presence here. And that just makes Wraith even more terrifying to play up against because she can come out from absolutely anywhere. Good sleep though, but Mirage is here to finish off the job. Slowing Hex applied, so no Project Mine to get out there. And that actually might spell the doom. Look. Oh, God. As if he's lived.
Shenanigans. Absolute shenanigans. Sheesh.
I don't know how he survived on that one, but he did, and that's fair enough. I mean, he went down shortly afterwards, but a bad situation turned into one that might have been a little bit better. Man's just bleeding out on that side of things. Dynamo does get away. Rejuvenate Aurora, healing a whole lot more these days. And here's the big ball in play.
Yeah. Large and circular, rolling up on you. I'm going to force them back a little bit. Meanwhile, over towards Yorkside as well. You look to just reset it. I mean, Wraith gets back in. You're putting pressure on the front line. Grouped up, though. 50 seconds on the reset for the ult for Yamato. Pocket in position as well. Get the old double whammy on the go. Could come unstuck here for the Wraith. Project mine for the quick dip out. Ooh, full Donkey Kong. Barrel to the face.
No, as always, it's required. Think just about dodges a strike on that one. That was very well played from the Wraith here. I genuinely think the Pocket is a little bit too aggressive in that situation. Not sure I would be going for something like that from Adrian. Again, Wraith, although had card trick slightly nerfed, it still hits like a truck, dude. And it's already imbued with quite a few abilities there on the Wraith, so early game damage is through the roof at 10k. So I think using Enchanted Satchel there early, maybe a little bit of a mistake, possibly, Jackie?
Yeah, I could come back to haunt you. Cold nights. Potentially some sweating going on when you remember some of these plays. All in all, though, so lead at least is manageable. It's about 2k between both sides. Mirage been getting more and more confident as well. Worst putting the hurt on them. And since Kyo straight to a hearse. Solar Hound with a backup. Looking to at least just try and deal some damage. A bit of chip onto the Candle Troopers. Take the wax off and stop them from being able to push out the lane. Objective-wise, they've done a pretty good job up to this point.
Yeah, honestly, I think that both teams can be pretty happy with where they're sat right now. It is very back and forth, though. I mean, it was 51k to 49. Now it's 58k to 54. So both teams doing a fairly good job. I think that really the thing that is hurting over on 789 right now is that Abrams being on 7k because, you know, and Abram likes to massively take over that 10 to 20 minute mark with the shoulder charge. But in comes a Death Slam and a lot of damage over to Worst. He gets out of there. That's a very big pickup. Once again, Ibas has been doing a fantastic job right now for Balkan Ragers, turning a lot of horrible situations into one that is salvageable. And Iworst comes back in, finds the pick off to Adriano, and that is a 4 kill coming through for the Balkan Ragers, which is massive. All the while, low main is just pushing your Walker.
Okay, free room to roam then. Make the most of the chips being scattered at this point. Put pressure on the objectives and see if you can even find a little bit more for your investment here. So a huge swing in terms of the flow of the overall soul lead. Clap back again. Solar Hound, he tried for quite some time here to defend towards Park. Called in for the backup. Quick reposition as well with a leap over the top. Should be good to get him into an aggressive spot. Everyone looking to dip out on it. Quick chase. Low HP on the Wraith. Viscous as well with the puddle punch to try and escape, but it's not enough. So there's at least one trade. Could have been far worse, though. They actually get out with a lot.
Yeah, they do. I think that even just Viscous going down is not the worst in the world. He actually is the lowest net worth on the tee, but they're going to take the opportunity to instantly run the earn on this one. I think that's decent timing. I do think there could be a challenge here coming through from the Balkan Ragers, but it looks like they're all just heading back to jungle, honestly, picking up these camps. They're happy just to let this one go through. But yeah, it's a good call. It's a good call from 789. And again, this will even them up, right? It should put them around about 68k, I think. Maybe a little bit more. That's a big swing, actually. Maybe it was time to go challenge that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big pendulum moment in the game here, at least. It opens up an opportunity for things to get a little bit more interesting on this one. 789. What have you got for us all in all? when the chips are potentially a little bit further down. Ooh, Lomin, he's deep on it. He looks for the escape out, slowing Hex to try and stop him, but it doesn't affect the sheer speed of Shiv at all. Quick feet takes us 2-step back into safety, and he's able to peace out. Meanwhile, Yamato, though, locked in, head-to-head versus the Infernus. Oh, mate. Clutching at straws, but they fall through his fingertips there. Couldn't get the concussive combustion off in time, and the fight's still continuing. At this point, it's Wraith that's feeling the brunt of the damage, does get the telekinesis off, and she's forced to back out.
Yeah, no, at least that telekinesis goes around the side, but very, very quick pickup there from Lomain, able to get in there. So there is a trade that comes through, but you can just see how strong Yamato is this patch. I mean, the 30% additional heal on top of it, I think that's affected by healing booster as well, so you can get a chunky heal off the back. But even the speed at which she dealt with the Infernus, kind of nuts here. But off the back of that, Solar Hound will pick themselves up a Walker. Nice stuff coming through. That'll pick one up, but a flex slot gained here for the Balkan Ragers, which can be a bit of a deciding factor. I haven't quite filled out a lot of them here, as most of the characters and heroes on the side of Balkan Ragers do like to pick up some pretty expensive items early, but here's Lomain getting caught out, and that kill squad is just rolling right now for 789 with the Lash up to 16k. This is good stuff. I feel like Eric Pritz has just done a lot of walking around.
He's always on the move. Man's got that omni movement. You never quite know where it's going to be. Directional compass, always guiding him. No stranger to going deep, though, mate. He's been making some plays here and there for the side.
There. 0-6. I mean, he's been taking one for the team. You got to put it that way. Eric Pritz. Certainly trying to make it happen. I think that the longer this game goes on for, though, without like that dominant lead, because that's really what you wanted with the Lady Geist, the Wraith, the Infernus, the Shiv. You want this bully characteristic towards that mid game where you're having a lot of roam come through. But sort of single-handedly between, well, let's say hand in hand, between Dartian as well as the Lash, they've done enough as just these two heroes, Solar Hound, to get 789 back into a position where they can roam a lot more, which is somewhat frightening for the guys over on Balkan Ragers.
Oh, mate. Yeah, this is a little bit more of a Fright Night type territory as well. It gets spooky for Mirage. Cooldown going to be about 30 seconds before he's back in play, and the fight continues round towards Greenwich as well. Double up. Infernus has a little bit of backup with the Wraith, and that's Pocket set to defend. Meanwhile, grouping with Lash looking to instigate the fight, sends them straight over into the Singularity, catches them and looks to try to bag them. Ooh, Goo Cube's good for the getaway, and they're just burning time on this one. So much investment for just the one pickup.
Yeah, no health Nova invested either there. It's just sort of interesting. I felt like they were getting away. Good use of the rescue beam there from support Viscous. Always nice to see support Viscous. Can get you out of some real tricky situations. And you just saw, like, honestly, in that scenario, you'd expect both those players to be dead and gone. Death slammed into a Singularity. That's usually an insta-give. Very quick mid-boss, though, coming through from 789. They're going to use this moment to really push their potential in this game a little bit further, with both the Lady Geist and the Viscous getting caught out. Shadow Transformation just to confirm on the Rejuvenate, giving herself unstoppable, making her very sticky to that big green crystal, which is nice to see. And this didn't look great for 789 early on, but they brought it back, Jackie, which is nice.
Yeah, bumpy seas, but you know they say blank smooth seas don't make strong sailors. And they're proving that they're quite shipshape at the minute. You've brought yourself back around, stayed consistent in the game, won some key fights, and even with some of the slight disadvantages you've had, you're not really being able to activate too much on the Abrams. You're having a bit of a struggle bus of a game. Everyone's definitely put their hands in the bucket together and been able to bring themselves back into it. So 10k souls ahead, Rejuve in the back pocket, feeling pretty good in terms of the overall objective as well. You've only got the two back walkers left to deal with, one in the inner lane, one over there towards York as well. Bit of grouping. Potential here for a bit of a fight to break out. Yamato's going to go deep round on towards York side. Lash as well on the reposition. It's Solar Hound that we're seeing here using the movement to get up to the high ground.
Ah, it's always nice to see from a Lash. I mean, Lashes are annoying in my games in terms of where they're positioning and what kind of heights they can get up to fairly easily. But it's always scary watching a player who has really good movement as well. Drops up high, straight onto eye worst, tons of damage from the ground strike. And then playing into this Mystic Shot and Headhunter build. I think this is the Chasm build actually. Does tons of damage, but also really does back a lot of that up purely with the bullet damage as well on top of it. So it's a real nice mix between spirit and gun for Lash. It makes him less than just I ground strike and I flog. That's what I do. He has a little bit more flexibility to him, and Solar Hound's using that to his advantage in this match massively.
Yeah, definitely. He's being able to actually make some big plays on it, and it's smart stuff. That's what you need. Ooh, here we go. Dive back in from the Wraith. Support there with the shift. That's going to be the old forced out. Ooh,
fighting?
Cleaning up, Dave. Damn. Okay.
That was crazy. That was so crazy. Damn. Honestly, as soon as I saw the flying strike come through, I was like, are you sure about this? But yeah, the glass cannon. I think she's running burst fire as well. So are we back to the gun Yamato hybrid days, which seems to be doing crazy damage? Just saw just how quickly she annihilated the walker there. But yeah, this game is absolutely getting away from the Balkan Ragers, which is super unfortunate. Again, you know, a Wraith Lady Geist lane is difficult to play against, but honestly, for 789, they made the most out of that 7-minute mark where some of their characters really came online, like the Lash, like the Dynamo. Pocket has also been a fairly good addition here, being able to get a lot of those afflictions out just in those fights, making it even harder for them to stay in, because quite a few of these heroes on the other side, like Viscous and Infernus, as well as Lady Geist, want to heal a lot of that damage back, but affliction can cause some big problems for them.
Okay, so a bit of a head count then at least. Coming up to the 21st minute. It was a slow start for 789. Big swing in the mid-game. Put them into a good position here. Hot off the back of the redo just expiring. Ooh. Low main with a quick reposition back. So that Shiv just skirting out of there. But blood is in the water, and they're grouping up off the back of it. You can see everyone looking to actually set themselves up round towards Greenwich Lane. Duo down there towards York as well, resetting on that and making sure that it's pushed, just getting it back to the halfway point. And Dynamo holding out for the info. Infernus baiting close mid, looking for a read on it. He's got the ult. Let's see if he can make a play.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because I do think that the teamfight potential from Balkan Ragers is really strong. It's hard to take down any individual hero on this squad when they're grouped up in a tight-knit unit, with the Viscous being there with the goo cube to bail a lot of people out of those bad situations, which is why you are seeing a lot of these plays from 789 being more targeted in where it's like 3v1 pushes. I think that's smart from 789 as well, though, because they know that a team fight is still going to be tough to win versus the Balkan Ragers, just with Infernus ult, Shiv being pretty difficult to take care of, a lot of capability for that Wraith to get out with Project Mine and then straight back in again to cause problems with a fully upgraded telekinesis, which is going to lift quite a few players. So it's an interesting one, and I think even though 789 is quite far ahead, they're still cautious of how they're going to make this fight happen. So now that they've all broken off, this is where they're going to start looking for those solo targets. It's a smart play from 789.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
He's too big.
Mate, he's getting really quite large, isn't he?
I was like wondering if he was going to fit through the tunnel.
Oh, it's so good.
Dear me.
I'm glad they've done that. It's quite a fun visual change. A lot of interesting little tweaks in this patch. Ooh. Okay, might still be paying off here though. You get the spot onto the Viscous, quick knock up. Everyone dumps the damage, absolutely nukes it. That goop is done for. Atoms smashed, and a reposition for low main. Down a man already there with Viscous being taken out for about 40 seconds here. If they're forced into the fight, You're going to be doing it man down, and it's not as clean on the engage. The combustion not going to connect the way they would have wanted to. Blank, quick pull into the singularity, and the numbers are starting to stack up.
Yeah, it's just a well-played fight here from 789, which just gets worse and worse. Low main, try to pretend like he's in Metal Gear Solid playing in the back lines. He just wasn't sure when to come out, really. And worst Tornado might get him out for the time being, but I think likely he should be going down here. A little bit of healing coming through. Yeah, I mean, staying alive, but Flog into a Mystic Shot should do the trick here. The Ben-S still going for Yamato's terrifying, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, confident as ever, just consistently fighting with it and forcing them back. It really is kind of breaking the mental game, breaking their backs literally as well. Oh my god, look at the size of that fist. The puddles are getting goopier than ever. But the problem is you're going to have to cry a river of goop, Blank. This has given him so much freedom to push up, you get the damage off onto the base Guardians, and really make it a whole lot more uncomfortable at this point. Quick reset, dive into mid-boss. 18 seconds on the Mirage, but everyone else is up.
Yeah.
Could be spicier than expected.
Yeah, Traveler's available as well, so they could get in on this one, but immediately mid-boss goes down. But this is last chance here for the Balkan Ragers with a massive singularity. Oh my days!
And there's the cleanup. Mop and bucket in a mid-boss domain. Potential for it to get spicy, but they dull the heat instantly. Milk all over the shop. And Mirage does finally respawn in, but there's nothing you can get done here. Backdoor out for the info, but they're going to have one thing in mind. Beeline together, get the push off, and see if they can set up for the end here.
Yeah, I mean, Patron's weakened at this point as well, so it should be an easy finish. Traveler is available for Mirage, but the only traveling I think he'll be doing in the near future is down to the lower bracket. They're going to try and catch him off as well. I think that they might be better off trying to go for the Patron itself. It's 10 seconds roughly on the rest of the players, but yeah, there it is. Game is now...